So your symptoms are going to guide our treatment, how much testosterone we replace. But we want to do that within a safe bound. So I draw labs. I'm going to draw them first, initial labs, and then we're going to monitor you frequently. So the labs that I draw, the first one is total testosterone, and this is the total amount of testosterone in your blood. We kind of want that in a range. Ideally, it's between 500 and 900. If you're below 300, that's really bad. If you're above 1,000, this is kind of too much. Again, it's based on your symptoms, but we want you kind of in that 500, 900 range, wherever you feel good, okay? Too low, we're going to increase your dose little bits at a time. A little bit goes a long way. If you're too high, if you're above 1,000, we'll probably decrease it a little bit at a time, just to kind of see how you go. In that testosterone, there's free testosterone. Free testosterone is not bound to anything. It's available to use in your blood. So we kind of want that. Guys kind of feel good about 15 to 20. But there is a range we want that. If it's too low, I'm probably going to get a sex hormone binding globulin to see if that's what's binding it up. Okay, so sex hormone binding globulin is kind of like a clingy girlfriend or significant other, clingy boyfriend that doesn't want you to go fishing. Okay, so it's a protein, and it holds on to that testosterone. And whenever it does that, it's not available to use. Okay, so we want that in a normal range. And if your free testosterone is off, we're going to see if that's the cause. Did I tell you kind of want it 15 to 20? The reason, if we go too high, one of the reasons on your testosterone is it can convert, you can do it anyway, convert to estrogen. So it transforms into estrogen. And estrogen, welcome to our world, men. It causes havoc. It does a lot of good things, but man, it will take you on an emotional roller coaster. You may be like crying a lot or mad a lot, just like mad at the beach for no reason, and you don't know why. Anyway, so that range is about, for guys, is about 10 to 40. You don't want to go below 10 because it's important for sex drive, bone health. Estrogen is important even for men. If you go too high, though, you may start to develop man boobs. You may start to get, emotional mood swings. So we definitely don't want to go too high. I kind of like it about 30, but the range is kind of 10 to 40. I'm going to measure your blood levels, your red blood cells. Most importantly, is because testosterone stimulates the bone marrow, and the bone marrow produces red blood cells. So what we can see, particularly within that first year, is that the hematocrit rises. And the hematocrit is kind of like how thick your blood is. So if that gets too high, then it puts you at risk for blood clots, which can lead to stroke. So if it gets above 54, then I'm probably going to recommend like a therapeutic blood draw, or just go donate blood. That's the treatment there, and that should even out the more you're on testosterone. Testosterone can affect your prostate, so we're going to make sure it doesn't do that. We're going to get a PSA, which is a lab. It's a prostate-specific antigen. We want that below 4. And this is weird because we don't want to see an increase, a dramatic increase is what we're looking for. And if you're above 4 to start with and you haven't been checked for prostate cancer, I'm going to recommend you do that. But we don't want to see a huge increase. The testosterone may cause some prostate enlargement, does not seem to cause prostate cancer, but it could worsen any pre-existing prostate cancer. So we definitely want to monitor that and make sure that's not happening, okay? So those are the reasons that we monitor, so we can adjust your dose based on safety. But the most important thing is your symptoms, okay? We're going to make sure with the labs that you're in between the safe zone.